This is a networking question based upon the devices. We have been given that we have to connect 15 machines in a LAN using 8-port Ethernet switches. Assuming that these switches do not have any separate uplink ports, we need to determine the minimum number of switches that would be needed to achieve this task. Now we have a switch having 8 ports. So that would be something like this. 8 ports we are having on every switch, and we need to connect 15 machines on them. So definitely one switch will not work. Let us call this S1, and let us have another switch S2 with 8 similar ports. Now as we can see, we need to connect 15 devices, but these two switches would need to be connected with each other using one port. So this particular port would be used for the connection, and in the remaining ports we can configure the devices. So let us see if we can adjust 15 machines using this. Let us call those machines as M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, M6, M7, and rest of them we can put over here: M8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. But we had to connect 15 machines. So even two switches will not work. We will need to go for an additional switch. So let us remove this particular device from here, and let us use this port to connect it with another switch of the same type, calling it S3. One port would be used over here, and these are the remaining 7 ports. Now we have only one device left, because this M4 which we brought down from here, that would be put, let's say, over here, and M14 is done, M15 was left, so that we can connect over here. So only 2 ports out of these 8 ports of this S3 will be used for the devices, and 1 port for the connection. So in total we required 3 switches, because for 15 devices we cannot directly put them upon all the ports. We also need to use one particular port for connection of the switches. Hence, in this S1 we have configured 6 machines, here we have 7 machines, and over here we have just 2 of them, in total giving us 15 connections. So for this task we need to use a minimum of 3 switches having 8 ports each. So the answer is 3.